Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. So it's been a while that I'm busy with my work, and as promised, actually I was thinking of Saturday because I'm still on annual leave this week. So I'm trying to kind of like figure out when to do the comeback reading for all of you. But I decided that I will do it today because we have so many things going on, and I felt bad that I did not inform everyone to make sure that you understand where we're heading and where we are at this moment. Okay, so before I describe what's going on, I want to say thanks to everyone, especially Mary, that because of your message, it's kind of moved me and make me thinking of coming back because I'm busy with my new job now. So we kind of like in shift work every day non-stop, and I only have these 2 weeks to have some time off with myself. So today I will make a reading, and I will try to cover if anything's unusual or anything that comes into notice every week, but it's not on daily basis, just so that I can always be with the family of Sagittarius, because we've been together through these awakening years, almost 3 years. There was a lot of pains, there was a lot of griefs, and there's a lot of lack of healing. Now we went through all of that together, so maybe we will figure out how to go with each other for the time coming, because it's gonna be quite a confusing time for a lot of people. So the only way to solve this is to analyze the matrix, the energies, the tendency of where we're heading. Now this is not just for Sagittarius, but we will discuss about the whole picture of mankind, and then we comes to a smaller scale of human scale as individuals, and then we go to Sagittarius one by one. Hopefully we can achieve that together. So speaking of April, now if you into spiritual aspect, we all know that there's a big event of Uranus conjunctions with Jupiter in Taurus. There's a lot of videos out there talking about this already, and I haven't had time to listen to any of these videos. But here is what my insight for all of us, because where we left off before I disappeared for a while, because I've been busy with sorting out, to create a new life. So we were talking about that shift that everyone has to go to the oceans to find that common water, and we all on our own boats, and we all under our own captains, and there were the moving forward and then push back time after time after time. And at the beginning it was rocky, because when you sail off, that's what happened. All these challenges, all the obstacles keeps coming. But now, because we passed that period, so we reach into the common water. So I believe that for many of you, you have found a new life, a new job. You have found a new way of, transforming your life and your spirituality. And to be honest, the rules of every soul being is to reach the final stage of spirituality. When you know who you are, why you're here, and where you're heading. In other words, you will have to learn and practice through pains and hardships to figure out what values the most and what serve the purposes of the ability to see out of the box, to see through yourself. And it's a process. And because it's a process, guidance is needed. However, answers has to be found within yourself. It cannot be told, it cannot be preached, because it doesn't work like that. Because we all on a different journeys, so there's no formulas for these things. But if we learn how to filter through experiences to find the common values of which everyone appreciates and respect, you will find the final answer altogether. Speaking of that, because we are heading to the point that everyone can meet each other. Now, meet each other here is not physically meet each other, but you can start to join the network that we always hold without knowing that we all connected. And that is the first level of human ever will reach in the ladders of going to the final answer of God has given as a math problems for everyone to solve. And don't worry, because the main point is you will keep doing it and learning it and challenge yourself life after life after life until the point that you will reach to the understanding of what is going on. Now, we are privileged enough to be in the 21st century for human. And here is what we are heading to. Now, Uranus conjuncts with Jupiter in Taurus. That is for human. Pluto is the one who comes back to set the new, it's not a new era actually, to set the new millennium or centuries. So roughly it should be around 800 or 850 years. So it's not quite a millennium. But what I'm thinking is, maybe it's not that long for the take a leap of faith for human. But it's very important of this year, 2024. Because now Uranus is a rebel and Jupiter is a very philosophical, very healing, but it's also very randomly boosting. So it kind of like, it boosts everything. Anything that you want, it boosts it. Because we all about generosity. So that is what we are kind of like heading into. So it's kind of like set the new trend for the whole world, not just Sagittarius. So we're talking about human scale here. Now, the conjunctions of these two planets happens every 14 years. It kind of like hints that you officially finally can put an end into suffering and the completions of the old cycle for real. So the leap between two cycles is between 2 and 3 years. So some people argue it's 11 years, some people argue it's 13 years. But we, right now, from the old cycle, it's the end of the 13 years. So we're actually stepping into the first year of the new cycle. So because of that, Jupiter meet Uranus once again to set a new trend. And this time, instead of destabilizing the factors that might need to be solved, it will boost the opposition. Because Taurus is earth sign, And Taurus is actually give luck to everyone when it comes to money, relationship, when it comes to beauty, when it comes to romanticism. And the theme of what we're heading is technology, spirituality, and humanity. So these three sectors defined by Pluto in Aquarius will be boosted from now in next 14 years. And if we want to know after 14 years, like the cycle after that, it's very simple. Just go and find out where Uranus and Jupiter meet again. So that's how we read the sky. Now, when it comes to Sagittarius, it's in house 6. It's about your health, your fitness. So it's actually the good time that if you're coping with illnesses, you will get a boost. And how you boost it? If you don't have money, if you don't have a hospital, if something like chronic, it's all started with your mind. Because spirituality is the final answer for everything. It's actually not technology. Because spirituality is actually reflected your consciousness. How high you can achieve your consciousness is actually your spirituality. So spirituality is not religion. Religion is only a method of approaching toward the final answer. But for Sagittarius, you can achieve it through philosophy because that is your ruler. So for Sagittarius, your health, your kind of like organizations around you, your pets, if you have the idea, to get a pet because you've been always wanted it, you might probably get something. But a pet here is something like a companionship rather than you buying an animal just for fun. It's like a God-given gift if you ever wanted one. Now, when it comes to April, because we actually close to the end of April now, but the sun is shifting into Aries, so it indicates that things start to roll very soon for you. New projects, new promotion, new changes in your career. Typically about career for the next month. Actually not for next month because Aries start around 20th April, 21st. We have something retrograding. That's in Mercury. And Mercury will retrograde until now. The internet says 24th, but what I see is 26th, but it doesn't matter. It's only 2 days difference. However, if you pay attention to your life right now, why some of the people not coming back and why something new happens. Now, if you have something old or if you're still holding something old, you should let it go because it's a practice of how you start to release yourself. So you release yourself through these things. Because once you learn how to release, it's when you learn how to reach to the star. Now that is a philosophy. So if you see someone old or something old, doesn't matter. The things that you used to struggle with, if it doesn't come back, it's completed. Now if it still has a sign to come back, you will have to question yourself right away why it still comes back. Because it's supposed to be clean and clear now for the next cycle to set everything in their own positions. So that's one thing that you should think about because Mercury finish very soon too. And then if you prepare yourself, by the time Aries start to be activated, everything will be much smoother and faster, especially if it's stuck in your mind. So it's a time to think about it, because you are being advised by Jupiter and Uranus to release. So that's the hint. Okay, so the last thing I want to say before we go to tarot is this is for the whole world. Now, Uranus and Jupiter is actually trying to tell human how to learn to upgrade their consciousness before they can be in control of technology. It's like the light going through the prism. It's the glass. When the light goes through the prisms, if you set the angle right, they will focus. So, which indicates that the next 14 years is actually important, because everyone has to learn how to readjust until they can find that angle to the focus point of the light after the prism. So that is exactly what is going on. And to do that, it's very simple. There are three things: technology, humanity, and spirituality. If anyone ever understands this, you will feel yourself at peace. And it starts from everyone. If you're at peace, the people around you feel that energy. They will be at peace. That's why I don't really need to make it a big group for our channel. It's only all of you already enough, because the energies will know the way where to send to for those who in need. Okay, so that is my comeback introduction today, and sorry that like been a while I haven't made speech. So anyway, let's go to the tarot now, and we will see what we want to read for today. Let's read from now until the end of April. Yeah, let's do that, and then we can do May in the next one. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's go to the oracle card as usual. Let's see what we have for the rest of April 2024. Now, as I say, because Mercury is retrograding, so it's a big chance that you might have a break from something to get ready for the new things to come, or you will have to release something because it's not supposed to come back. If we understand that, so there will be a lot of healing going through of April, thanks to Mercury retrograding. So let's see what we have. The Celtic oracle, we have the pentagram, protection, balance, and unity. Number 27. So, basing on this, it actually indicates that things needs to be completed to go back to the balance of zero, so that you can initiate the new thing. And it's exactly what the energy is going on at this moment. And it's also about spiritual protection. So it's a time to actually go back to your own spirituality, because it's time to, probably like me, go back to tarot and go back to what you always believed in. And once we can do that, we know that we're on the right track of something. Now, you don't need to practice About spirituality, you don't really need to be a spiritualist. You don't need to be anyone, because you already a spiritual being yourself. You simply just need to go back to yourself. So the second oracle, let's see. This one is the unicorn, our favorite. So you have number 10, surprise. You go from 9 to 10. Assess your gift, explore your treasure chest, and accept who you truly are. That is exactly what I was just talking about. It's time to go back to where it's left off. Like your dream, something that belongs to your blueprint. Go, reconnect to your soul, your inner child. There's different way to express this, but it's time to be, who you are. So this time is different from all the hard time that we're going through. You will do that on a new foundation. It's just the sign of when you see the confirming of everything I say, if it's true, that you come back to yourself on a new foundation. You will start to understand why there were patterns, why there were repetitions, and why we should unlock all the events that we experienced to free yourself. And when you do it, it's actually you doing the same thing with the collective consciousness. Everyone actually doing the same thing without knowing. But once you figure out how to put into words, to make it from unconscious to conscious, that is when you start to joining the new network that in the formations right now. So that is the spiritual network that people start to be more aware of their past participations, because you always participating in something without knowing. It's just how you can call it out and name it. Okay, so tarot cards, you have number 8, 8 of Cups, the Relieving. So you have 8, 9, 10 so far. And let's see what we have. The Challenge is a 4 of Wands. It's interesting. You're leaving, but the challenge is you're leaving what? You're leaving the old, we call it, the old union. So something new coming. The conjunctions of Uranus and Jupiter will last for a month this time. Now, what I have researched is it can last within a month or 9 months. But this time it's only, like they only together for 1 month. So the reason why they only need 1 month this time, because it's the boost rather than the transforming. It's kind of like set the tendency rather than doing a job, a proper job. Like, asking you to change this or to move this. And also it comes back to kind of a cash protection for the new cycle. So that's why it comes back. So we have the next one, we have the 6 of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, stability, and you have the Ace of Cups. I do feel like there is something new coming in, emotionally speaking. Now, we don't know if that's relationship or not, but this is about emotion. But something like being healed, that coming. So we will decode everything when I clarify all the cards. So let's see. The future holds the Eight of Swords. Confusion. So there's something about confusion here. But the Eight of Swords is actually being reversed. So like some things being unveiled. And the last card, let's see what we have. Let me move it here so we have some more space. The last card we have the King of Pentacles. This is really interesting. Something tells me that about the upgrading of a relationship. Okay, so we will have to clarify all these cards and we will see. And if you notice, I just threw my old table away when I clear the house to get some new furniture, and now I have to use my sitting room table, and this one made of glass, so it kind of reflects the line, so you might find it's a bit annoying. Sorry for the inconvenience. But let's see what we have here. The Eight of Cups. It's clarified by the stars. The star here is actually, you know what? It's like a treasure chest. It's not like a wish come true like people saying. So the star here is like the treasure chest that you're heading toward. And this is actually will be materialized in this material world for many people. It's like the rewards for your hard working, for your courage of going through all the hardship. That's why you decided to go with a collective to the common water to find what it is hidden. And as long as you make it, as long as you hear, as long as if you wanted to know what is hidden, what's written in the stars, that is the time that you wanna being given some rewards. It can be a promotion, it can be a relationship, depends on what you manifest. It can be your health, because if you're ill, then that's nothing more precious than health. No money can buy it. So let's see if the star have some answer in this reading. Yep. Some kind of like old unions will be removed, or it's kind of like it's completed. The people, now this is not about relationship. It can be a relationship, but it can be let's say a very good friends of you, but kind of like trying to heal the friendship, trying to heal relationship, trying to heal the what you've been struggling the most with. I think it's come to an end. An end here is not about you saying goodbye to them, but you don't feel the same anymore because you're becoming a new person. So you don't feel the same anymore. For example, at one time you like them, you're into them, because of their heart, because of their wisdom, because of their appearance, but now suddenly you feel like you're not into those things anymore. So this is what is going on. Now the Six of Pentacles, let's see, is the Nine of Pentacles. Definitely that things come to balance for everyone. And I'm speaking of, materials. Something comes to balance. Especially your home, you feel more settled. You probably, settled in a new home now already. Majorities will be in the new home now for at least a year. And you start to kind of like have this space and time to connect to yourself more. People will start to give you that space and time. So you can practice your own spirituality. You can have time to reconnect all the experiences of this life. Because that is the soul desire. It does that all the time. And this is a time being given for that soul to have that opportunities to just figure out and upgrade. Because see, every time you upgrade in your life, if you're 60, if you're 70, you will know better compared to someone still young, like 20, 30, because you have more experiences. So you can connect now and see that why every cycle you start to losing those that you used to desire and wanting something new, especially if you're Sagittarius. So the Ace of Cups, clarified by the Three of Wands, definitely there will be new people coming. So prepare yourself and keep your eyes wide open to see who's coming. Whoever it is gonna be your soul family. And you know what soul family is. You will feel the connection, you feel the chemistry. It's like you will be fulfilled if you haven't been fulfilled. Okay, so let's see the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords, we have the Ace of Pentacles. A new beginning for sure. Now, that's why I say the Eight of Swords is being reversed for that reason. It's like something unveiled, being lifted. You will feel lifted too, together with the opportunities. The Ace of Pentacles is actually indicate that there's a new stability. It's like a new foundation. And the last one, the outcome. Let's see, the King of Pentacles. Now, I can see someone been thinking about you, but they probably feel the same like you, that things needs to be released. Because everyone, that's why I say, once you upgrade, the people around you or the people connected to you, they will upgrade. That is the secret of the universe. And the Eight of Wands. So there will be a conversations going on here between you and the Four of Wands. Now it's not about you finish or you say goodbye. You don't need to, but if you want to, you are free to go. But it's about gaining consciousness together here, that it's time to go, because we don't feel the same anymore, and they won't feel the same anymore. That's the thing. But it will be a very good conversation. It's very positive energy that I can see from now until the end of April. Okay guys, so really glad that I make a comeback. And as you notice, I lost my skill of speech a little bit because I'm out of practice for some time now, but the knowledge is still there. And I have gained a lot more of wisdom that I want to share with you. That's why I want to make this comeback, to share with you of what I have learned and to see that how far we can make it right. Because once we can, all the people that connected will be understanding without you having to tell them what it is about. That is how the universe connect. And for now, I will say goodbye, and hopefully I will have next video very soon. Thank you very much for all your support and love. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.